Hello and welcome to True Guidance Tarot. I'm Adriana Teodoro-Dier. I'm a spiritual medium and intuitive reader, your guide to a clearer perspective. Today with a message for Leo. This is a channeled guided message from my guides in spirit to help you on your journey this week. Before I get started, and we're going to use a little different format this week, before I get started, I'd like to ask you to consider subscribing if you haven't already. It does really help to support the positive energy of this channel. So, Leo, let's get started with your first card. Aha, 10 of Pentacles. We have got this, and they're saying to me right now, validation from the universe. I use this card to describe the energy that's around you from the universe, what the universe is giving you this week. And this is really talking about, this is confirmation, affirmation that something that you've been working very hard on is reaching its final stages. So this is the time to start anticipating, appreciating, and accumulating gratitude for everything that you have learned on this process. It's kind of like we've hit the jackpot already and you're just waiting for the winnings to fall out. So this is the time to really align yourself with the highest vibrations available to you. Easiest way to get into there is gratitude. And specifically, gratitude about whatever you've learned on this long and probably at times very difficult, arduous journey. So looking back and saying, okay, this is what I learned. I'm stronger because of this. This is what I learned. This is what I learned didn't work. This is what I learned wasn't me. This is what I learned was me. And looking at the network and the people that you've now encountered or kind of included in your circle because of this journey. So this is a very interesting place to start the week. I'm really excited to see what's going to happen next. So let's see how you respond. Okay. You're responding with the Hermit energy, which is exactly what we're talking about, seeking the truth of what's going on. You're going to find that you may need a little bit more alone time, or that you're especially going to value it this week, because I know you want to run to the next thing. I know there's that impatience to run to the next project, but this Hermit is really asking you to take the time to reflect and to find as much truth in your process, as much wisdom and gold and as much light as you can in the process. Even in the things that were hard, even in the things that were difficult that you would rather forget about or gloss over and never encounter again, see if you can pull out the positive from it. And this is not truth that everyone else tells you. This is your own truth. The Hermit has to do with personal truth. So this is not listening to what others have told you the rewards are, or what others have told you is great about the journey. This is really about trying to figure out for yourself what you have really learned, what you've taken away. It's going to make the receipt of whatever the receiving of what this project or path you've been on, it's going to make it just that much more meaningful, valuable, and sweet to you. So let's keep going with the story. We have the King of Cups next, and he's looking over at the Hermit and the 10 of Pentacles. I want your cards this week. And I'm saying it again, I want your cards this week. This is the High Priestess, and then we've got the 10 of Swords. Okay, so let me just sit with this for a second so we can figure out. Okay, they're saying to start with the King of Cups. So the King of Cups is not only saying we need to go in there and recognize these truths that we found, we actually need to invite them into relationship with us. So this is why I was saying, even the ugly memories or the stuff that wasn't fun or wasn't great to go through, that still needs to be embraced. And your relationship to that negative or to that suffering, that needs to be examined. Your relationship to the stuff that went well also needs to be examined. Did it go well because I really felt great, or because other people told me I did great? There's all of these questions that need to happen. But the coming together of these two energies is about figuring out for yourself the true value of what exactly you found, because this is also bringing you into a deeper, more profound relationship with yourself, a deeper appreciation of who you are. And this all goes back to making that rock hard self-esteem, that rock solid self-confidence. And that's what this high priestess is drawing in. She's drawing in that absolutely concrete sense of self, sense of purpose, and sense of value. Leo is I love Leos, but Leo is a tricky energy, because the lion has to show up so big and proud and beautiful and shining like the sun, but inside the lion can sometimes be a very scared little cat. And the lion must learn to see that little cat inside as very strong, very capable, and unshakable, so that the lion's roar is not just bravado, it's actually true power. And that's what she's trying to draw down for you, this high priestess, is the true power, so that any self-limitations are finally ended. Any thoughts that you have about yourself are finally ended. And that's why I think it's so interesting that you're being asked to look at the relationship with your truth, because there's something about looking at a negative situation and taking it personally that hasn't really worked. Seeing yourself involved in a negative situation and thinking it's your fault, or thinking that you created it, or the universe is punishing you, those are the thoughts that don't really work, because that's, first of all, it's not true. The universe is teaching us. We're always learning from what's going on. It's not because we were bad or wrong, it's our fault. No one is perfect. Everyone is learning. You don't come here whole. You don't come to the earth plane whole. So this is saying to let go of any of those thoughts that really are not true, and only invite those ones that are deep, honest thoughts with yourself. Okay? This is not building yourself up to make you feel like you're the greatest thing since sliced bread. I mean, of course you are, but this is about being really honest with yourself and being really embracing of even the smallest positive thing. Because one positive, it's going to grow and it's going to build. And it's so funny that you're being asked to align yourself internally before you receive that external reward. And I'm curious about that. I'm going to ask for one more card, because I want to know why. Okay, middle of the deck. Okay, so 10 of Wands, because it's time to make a new start. Look how many 10s you've got, Leo. 10 of Wands, 10 of Swords, 10 of Pentacles. The only one we're missing is the 10 of Cups. So it's time for you to make a new start of yourself. They want you walking through this next phase of your life. You, your soul, your guides, want you walking through this next phase of life lighter, with more of your truth self and less of your baggage. And that is why you're being asked to go through this process. So, okay, we're going to end it there. Questions about that, please let me know. I'm kind of feeling like this might be a video that you might have to watch again. There was just a lot of information in there, and I'm not sure it's really coming through the first time. So if that's resonating with you, don't hesitate to watch it again. So I encourage you to visit the channel again and see if you have any friends or loved ones that are also interested in this kind of stuff. I do the astrology readings for all 12 signs. And I also encourage you to look at your rising sign, or perhaps your moon sign. There's also information for you in there. So appreciate your help trying to spread the information from this channel, the positive vibes from this channel. And I will look forward to seeing you next time.